Hello dear friends, welcome to this video. This video is about a golden key. So I briefly describe what is a golden key. It's something that can unblock a great good energy for all humanity. So I present the second pillar, the rise of feminine energy, is the first golden key. It is now unblocking naturally because of power of a blessing of Tara, and because people are fighting for that, so it is good. So now I will present the second golden key. The first golden key needs a lot of time to be unblocked, because this violence, patriarchy is quite rooted in many cultures, in many countries. So it lasts for a long time. But the second golden key is quite easy to learn, quite easy. It is easier, and it can be done quicker, more quickly, faster. But there's some obstacles, and I hope this video will unblock the situation. So what is about? So it is very simple. It is a peace between Israel and Iran, and the peace between Jewish and Persian people. And where does it come from? When I was at Jerusalem 3 years ago, in October 2018, I had this revelation that there was a sacred link between Israel and Iran, between the Jewish people and Persian people. And at that time I didn't understand where it was coming from, and later I understand that this link should manifest by peace between these two countries. And this peace must be consecrate. In French it's consacré, so to make holy something, a deal. And so for a long time I didn't understand where this special sacred link between Israel and Iran was coming from, and I understand it, I think it was last February, so just a few months ago. So now it's clear for me that it is linked to the two sons of Abraham. Of course, Israel is linked to the second son of Abraham, Isaac. And Iran is linked to the first son of Abraham, Ismaël, he had with the Egyptian woman Hajar, is linked to Iran. This is quite surprising, because the prophet Abraham left Hajar and his first son Ismail in Saudi Arabia, and for any reason, I don't know why, second son is now very connected, very in a very powerful way to Iran. I guess that the descendant of this son Ismail, they go to Persia, and they are now there, I think. So this story of Abraham who has to let his first son, his elder son, to separate from them because of jealousy of his wife Sarah. He has to separate from them. That was, I think it was difficult for him, but he did it, and he tried to protect them as much he can. But it creates separation between the Jewish part of the lineage of Abraham and the Muslim part of Abraham. So, and time has come to make an end to this to separation, and the new, enfin la fraternité retrouvée, I'm sorry, I said it in French. It's like like a family who separate for a long time, and they are aware that they are a family, so they decide finally to come back together, to meet, to talk, and to become again a great family. And so I had this revelation in 2008. I revealed it by mail to some Buddhist friends, and after that I see that Israel began to make peace with some Muslim Arabic country. It's good, yeah. They understand, because they understand before me that it was linked to the two sons of Abraham, I think. But this is not the main point. This is the peace between Iran and Israel, which is this precise golden key. But obviously there's a lot of obstacles in Israel and in Iran. Israel, there have been Netanyahu and many other politics who think that Iran is the principal enemy in the Middle East of Israel. And in Iran also there's a lot of hate, anger against Israel and Jewish people because of the political fight. But you can look at a map. Israel and Iran, they are quite far. There's Jordania, Saudi Arabia, and Iraq. So why these two countries who are not very near in Middle East, they are fighting? It's there's something non-logical in that. And from my point of view, it comes from this separation of Ismail and Hajar from the family of Abraham. So it is the old anger of the son of Ismail, who I guess who was very hungry to be separate from his father. And Iran threatens a lot Israel officially. And Israel, they are afraid of Iran. But why fighting? They can make a deal, try to find a deal for peace, but they fight. They decide to fight. If there's any real reason for that. But a French friend of a friend, he told me that there's some special communication between Israel and Iran. So they are fighting, but they are still communicating. So that's a good point. This special communication between Israel and Iran is linked to this great sacred link I felt in Jerusalem, and it is linked clearly to the two sons of Abraham. So I hope this two countries will have the wisdom to do this peace very soon. The sooner will be the better. And actually, the leadership in Israel and Iran, they should understand they have a great responsibility, because they can unblock a great powerful energy for not only Jewish Muslim people, but for all humanity. It will have a great consequences, really. Believe me. And then, when we are ready to do it, you can call how can I say, a holy man to consecrate his peace. But the first step is to announce it publicly, like you are ready to make peace. So I think that's it. I hope I will be here. So thank you very much for your attention, and I wish the best for Israel, Iran, the Middle East, also for the Christian people. In Middle East there are a lot of Christian people actually, and it will be a great joy for everybody to see that this peace happen, where Israel and Iran, they have been so enemy for a long time, so a peace like that is something unexpected, and it will make happy everybody. So do it, please. Thank you very much. See you for the next video.